to the show. We are talking to people who survived dream vacations. Our next guest couple, Anthony and Rachel. Their dream vacation was set to happen in Mexico City. That's actually a picture of them preparing for what would have been, or what they planned to be, a dream vacation. The flight went well. They enjoyed a number of fun activities, a river cruise. They thought that they were in the perfect vacation. But what they did not realize was that the next day they would end up here in the hospital with Rachel fighting for her life. Take a look.
Dating and in love, Rachel Villarreal and Anthony Grigsby were having the time of their lives on their dream Mexico City vacation. They were especially excited about a riverboat cruise on the Xochimilco River, where they could relax, enjoy the scenery. On a stop along the way to take in a local exhibit, they were given complimentary drinks. But on their ride returning to their rental, both say they started to feel sick. And by the time they got to their room, Anthony describes his feeling as hell and even experienced hallucinations. The next morning, Anthony found Rachel unconscious on the floor with an unexplained knot on her forehead. In shock and afraid, he called 911. Rachel, still unresponsive, arrived at the hospital. Doctors discovered her brain was swelling and kidneys were failing. Her toxicology test revealed methanol poisoning, which can lead to blindness, brain damage, and even death. In an effort to save her life, Rachel was intubated and later required a tracheostomy to help her breathe, spending a month in the hospital in Mexico before she was transferred to another hospital in San Antonio. Rachel would live between a hospital and a rehab center for nearly 6 months, having to relearn all of her motor skills. She could not speak for over half a year.
16 months later, Rachel is still recovering. She has a trach in, but no, she is lucky she survived. Anthony and Rachel join us. Please welcome them to the show. Thank you so much. You know, I wanted you on because this is really, you wanted to share this story because it's a cautionary tale. You filed a police report, but no charges were pressed against anyone.
No charges were pressed because me and her older sister, Lori, came over, traveled from Brownsville to help out. And, you know, we were unable to find the people that did this to
Because the
Rachel.
drinks were being given out complimentary and free. So
Yes.
they were not able, and you didn't know who gave the drink to you. Did you have any hesitation? People have gone on vacation. You check in a hotel, sometimes they give you a drink.
Yeah.
You're not thinking that there's something in the drink.
No, you know, the thing about methanol is that it's undetectable. You can't smell it, you can't see it. And so it was the last thing on our minds.
Well, I should point out to our audience that there have been a lot of headlines right now warning about these tainted drinks. Last November in Laos, 6 tourists, including 1 American, died of suspected methanol poisoning.
Yes.
Rachel, you wanted to share this story. What do you want people to know?
I guess I just want everyone to be more cautious and to know that that this can happen.
How are you now? I know you've got a long road ahead.
I'm still in recovery a lot. For example, I have retropulsion, which is like a walking backwards thing, which I'm like, if I stand still for too long, I'll just start walking backwards. And that's like the main issue I'm dealing with because it takes a lot of my energy. So I'm very weak a lot of the time. I'm very like lethargic.
You couldn't speak for almost 7 months. Anthony, I know you cried when you heard her voice for the first time again. I think there's so much here, but one of the things that I see are two people who love each other and that you are there together and you're there for her in that video. This has brought you closer?
In a way, yes. You know, it was just very difficult. You know, I would not ever wish this on anybody. The people that did this don't even probably know, and that's probably the worst thing to have to live with, is that, you know, this changed our lives. It changed Rachel's life. All in all, throughout, you know, the last year and a half, Rachel has probably have come close to death at least about 3 times. Even recently, back in February, because she has difficulty with the trach. And she, the thing about trachees is that people develop stenosis, which is scarring in the esophagus. And so right now, Rachel is doing much better, and me and her family and friends are very lucky to have her here with us.
Well, I can tell you, Rachel, I applaud you and your bravery, because I know you wanted to. This is not about scaring people, but it is about awareness and being aware. And I applaud your bravery and your courage and the fact that you're thinking of others and their safety. We're going to keep track of your recovery, and we know that better days are ahead, and you keep great company. Thank you. Thank you to Rachel and Anthony. We'll be right back.